So why does the world need to know who you are?
The world needs to know who I am for two principal reasons. The first reason, not just that I'm a poet of life, I'm also an activist of life. And the second reason is I'm here to inspire people of every cabinet. We talk about the poor, social, underclass, those who have the have-nots, and inspiration for the youth at large worldwide.
And what compels you to inspire people and the youth?
First of all, we need to understand the child is the father of the future. And if the child is the father of the future, that means we have to invest our energy, our time, hard-earned money on the youth so they can become productive citizens of the society. You know, that's how we trace our legacy through our genealogical give down and hand down to our youth. And to foster our generation, we need to always pay that homage to the generation coming after us.
So how do you intend to reach out to the youth and inspire the world?
I intend to reach out to the youth through the God-given talents I have, through my education, trying to reduce dropout rates and going to schools and talking to the youth, and secondly through my poetry, and lastly through music, you know, hip-hop, dancehall, reggae, deep thinking, bringing social and consciousness to the world, because that is what the world is. The world is just a small village guided by misled chiefs. So we just want to bring that intellectual chieftaincy back to the foundation, because the root is the primary essence of how man can definitely develop from actuality to potentiality.
So you spoke recently about being a poet. Could you tell me something or give me a poem related to social injustice off the top?
Off the top, we think about despotic movement from the streets of Angola to Liberia, living by catalysts of hope, but the hopelessness becomes the despair of the greater truth of those who believe oppression is the deeper cause. Educating yourself means eradicating ignorance and seeking for higher wisdom. Political despotism has taken over economic fabrics of society, misleading them, and the rich keep amassing the wealth, squeeze the pennies from the poor. That is what they call ethical. The definition itself becomes relative, depending on time, space, evidence, and essence. That's how we culminate efforts to build through political entities.
So as viewers are watching this video now,
Right.
how can you show us how your music is going to be able to empower what you have just mentioned recently?
My music, basically, I can't show you. What one thing I'll do is I'll let you engulf it. Because you can take a horse to the stream, you can't force it to drink water. You know what the old proverb said. But I can show them the lead way. Hopefully you don't get to understand me through my music. Maybe through my lifestyle you can get to understand me. Maybe through my thinking process you can get to understand me. Maybe through my poetry you can get to understand me. Or maybe through what I'm doing you can get to understand me in some dimension. I believe a beam is a collection of ray, and a light, when it shines, it goes through different directions. So you might not see me from the east, but you can always see me from the west. And I believe that that is the essence of actually trying to reach out for those who are deeply in need of help. We talk about social education and conscious help.
Some viewers right now be watching, may be thinking, you just might be somebody that thinks they have talent that maybe not be able to flow or even come up with a rap. Could you come up with a short little snippet of your talent for us?
Oh man. Sure. What kind of?
If I was to choose a random topic, I would say maybe do a little rap, something on ethics.
Ethics, neuroethics, psychodramatic effect, as the drum sound and H-cross spitting, hard rivers and cold waters, turning circular motions in bipolar bed. These niggas are half crazy, half lazy. You can't stay next to me. I'm ripening seeds like mangoes. That I understand I need to plant the mango so it can grow for one man to grow and eat and save the world. Because you need the nutritional value of every essence that confabulate the truth. Without the existence of man, the seed can never plant. And without the existence of evaporation, the rain will never fall. That is the neurobiocentric ethics living in a world of ecological structure. I stand in between podiums, highest mountains with further radius. Each course I'm in between this place with an ethical stadiums.
Now, somebody might say, well, this is recorded, that you must have rehearsed that. So I'm going to throw in a curveball and say, could you do a little rap on existence?
Existence lost in your own perception, asking more questions about who you are, where you from, who you going to, who are you gonna be when the camera crew comes at your existence, coming from its spermatozoid, seeking for another organ to come back in another truth, lost in your own self-deception, but we understand that the primary essence of man is to lead through his own faith, because faith divides the essence brings the power matures to his own radiant. 9 months of the trimester, we are out. So my existence is not down to the soul, but it's always down to my reality of what life is about. Built from ground up, not crushed from ground up.
In my range, bring the image closer. I lost by the cones. Open eyelids, dream real, daddy home. Shook the nigga's table just to hit up his dinner. Y'all in trouble, man. Y'all in trouble, man. It's Croxx.